10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Event number 96 completed.
And we have a successful liftoff of Vikram-S Rocket.
On 18th November, in just about 5 minutes, India made history once again. A SpaceX moment for our country, with the first privately built rocket being launched into space. And what made this possible are these two people and a Hyderabad-based startup company that's just 4 years old.
This is a small step by a startup and a giant leap for the Indian space industry. It's just the Prarambh of a great future.
Skyroot Aerospace was the first startup that signed up with ISRO after the government opened up the space sector to private firms. Since then, nearly 100 startups have joined. Last time, the launch was delayed due to unfavorable conditions, but this time the weather was absolutely perfect.
That it was a successful launch, which means that they were able to go 80 kilometers above Earth and were able to deploy 3 customer payloads. Now, to put it into perspective, Elon Musk's Falcon 1 took 3 tries to successfully deploy.
The launch vehicle, father of Indian space program, and the engine used in launch vehicle was named Kalam 80 after former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Minutes before the launch, the excitement at the back end was palpable, with the ISRO chairman practically sitting at the edge of his chair. And there was a reason for this excitement and tension. Apart from being the first private rocket to be launched, demonstrating India's prowess in front of the world, the launch of Vikram-S was like a test for a much bigger project that Skyroot is aiming for.
This actually validates a lot of Skyroot Aerospace's upcoming Vikram 1 technology for Vikram 1. And now Vikram 1 is a 3-stage rocket which they are planning to shoot into the Earth's orbit later, and where they will deploy multiple satellites. Secondly, in terms of the larger Indian space tech economy, this validates that India has a lot of talent which can create similar sort of launches and similar type of technologies for the future.
Skyroot says that Vikram-S is one of the cheapest rockets in this category to be built globally. In fact, in an exclusive conversation with Money Control, the company's CEO explains the 2 main USPs that India has in the space sector as compared to global companies.
The unit cost of this could be, definitely, more than 50% cheaper than probably any other, maybe US or Europe company. There are basically 2 big USPs for us. One is the innovation, the other is the cost.
Mission Prarambh is aptly named. Clearly, this is just the beginning.
This is a new beginning for Indian private sector entry into space, and it's a historic moment for all of us.
A major step forward to India developing its own space ecosystem and emerging as a frontline nation in the community of world nations. And of course, a turning point in India's startup movement.
10 more private companies have also either launched or are close to launching their payloads. Startup company Pixel is working on a product which will help provide images that will help in mining and disaster management. Bengaluru-based Digantara is trying to map space debris to eliminate the risks from space junk, which will help not just for India, but the whole world. And Chennai-based Agnikul Cosmos is planning a full-scale commercial launch of their rocket Agniban in the next 5 months. In fact, they have successfully completed the test firing of Agnikul, the company's 3D printed rocket engine. And with the launch of Skyroot's Vikram-S, India's private sector has been propelled into a whole new orbit.